I didn't realize my smart doorbell had been recording for 2 hours before. I actually checked the feed, and I wish to God I never had. I live in a quiet cul-de-sac where nothing ever happens. I'm a night owl, usually working late at my desk, so I'm used to the house being silent. Last Tuesday, around 2 a.m., my phone pinged with a motion alert from the front porch. I ignored it at first, assuming it was just a stray cat or the wind catching a stray plastic bag. But then it pinged again, and again. By the fifth notification, I was annoyed enough to open the app. The video feed loaded, showing the front porch in crisp, infrared black and white. It was empty. I frowned, about to close the app, when I noticed the timestamp. It was from 12:15 a.m. I scrolled back. At 12:15 a.m., a man walked onto my porch. He wasn't a delivery driver, and he didn't look like a neighbor. He was wearing a heavy winter coat, despite it being mid-July, and his head was bowed low. He stood perfectly still for 10 minutes, just staring at my front door. My skin crawled. I've lived here for 5 years, and I've never seen this guy before. He didn't knock. He didn't ring the bell. He just reached into his coat, pulled out a small, handheld device. It looked like a high-end radio. Scannerand held it up to the doorframe. He stayed there, motionless, for another 20 minutes, listening to something I couldn't hear. Then he looked directly into the camera. He didn't smile. He didn't blink. He just tapped his watch, turned, and walked away into the darkness of the street. I felt a wave of nausea. I immediately checked my front door locks. They were secure. I grabbed a kitchen knife and spent the next hour pacing the living room, checking every window. I couldn't understand why he was there or what he was doing with that scanner. I kept the app open, watching the front porch like a hawk. At 3:30 a.m., a new alert popped up. The same man was back. This time, he didn't walk up the path. He was standing right at the edge of the porch, looking up at my bedroom window. He held his phone up, and I could see the screen glowing in the dark. He tapped a few times, and suddenly, my own phone vibrated in my hand. It was a text from a blocked number. I opened it with shaking fingers. "You should have let me in the first time. The lock on the back door is much weaker than the front." I froze. My breath hitched in my throat as I heard a faint, metallic click from the kitchen behind me. I looked at the doorbell camera one last time, and my heart stopped. The man on the porch was gone, but the front door was now standing wide open. I hadn't opened it. Someone else had, from the inside.